Hey you guys, welcome to our second night's demo. I'm going to be showing you how to clean your toilet from top down, okay? And without hacking up a lung, that's like the biggest thing, and how to make it super easy, super simple, saves you money on how many products you're having to use just to clean up a toilet. If you haven't seen from earlier today, I showed you how to clean your shower as well. So check that out. But what I'm going to be showing you, and then also stay tuned after this video because I'm going to do the giveaway for our counter cloth, which is like the napkin size. And I showed you that yesterday. That's the one you're going to use to reduce paper towels, like in the kitchen, especially because it reduces paper napkins and it reduces the use for paper towels. Like it comes so handy. You can even keep one in the bathroom if you like. But earlier today, I showed you who won the travel EnviroCloth because, like I said, I used this yesterday on the Blacklight demo. What it compares to disinfectant wipes, but I also wanted to show you how to use it in the bathroom because it's a smaller size and it's easier to rinse. It saves you more time. And you can keep it handy here. You can see how I keep one here. This is actually the dusting mitt on this side. So it's dry, and then it's a window cloth on this side, which also stays dry. But if you dampen this a little bit, it becomes like an EnviroCloth. So I keep one here by my sink. Okay, all right, now this is the Safe Haven 5 bundle, and in here, you're gonna get the window cloth and the EnviroCloth. And the reason I want to point these two out is because this is what I used to clean my shower earlier today. It was just in form of a mop, right? And I also used a little scrubby thing, for more of like the hard water stains and things. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure you check it out from earlier, okay? All right, so this right here, these two you can clean your windows, you can clean your countertops, your sinks in the bathrooms. You can even clean up upholstery in the car, shine your windows. This alone is going to save you so much money and time because you don't have to have like 5 products to clean the car, right? Something for the leather, something for the couch part, sofa, upholstery things, something for the dashboard. Like the EnviroCloth, when it's wet, it can do all of that. Well, I'm also going to use it here in my bathroom, so I wanted to show you how to do it. The toilet. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to share the giveaway for the counter cloth at the end after this live demo. Okay. All right. So what I have here is these two are manufactured. They're actually used by the hospitals, and they're also used by restaurants, by health inspectors. And what it is it's gonna test for protein. So it's a protein residue test. And the cool thing about this is the reason why it's testing for protein is because, did you know that bacteria is really small to the human eye, right? Like if we take a look at this toilet, it might not look like I can see bacteria on there, but I can smell it and I can see it, and I know my toilet is dirty, right? I know that for a fact. Ew. Yuck. I lift that up and I'm like, ugh. All right, so I can see it, I can smell it, so I know it's dirty. But do I physically see the bacteria? No, okay? Well, bacteria, did you know that there's something even smaller than bacteria? Okay, and that is a virus. Okay, we talk about COVID, that is a virus. Viruses are actually smaller than bacteria. And did you know there's something even smaller than viruses? Yes, protein. All right, so that is why we're going to actually look for protein, because if we can detect protein on this toilet, we know there's a possibility there could be a virus developing if that bacteria is not going to be cleaned and removed. And what we learned yesterday is when we use some sort of disinfectant wipe, we are just smearing the bacteria or the virus or the protein, whatever it is, right? We're spreading that and smearing it around. So we definitely don't want to use a disinfectant wipe, because all we're doing is taking the dirty back stuff, germs from over here to over here, and we don't want to do that. The other reason we don't want to use a disinfectant wipe or some sort of spray or cleaner is because we know that when we sit our tushies down, our children sit their tushies down, right? We're going to come into contact with the residue that has been left behind. Because if we want to do it properly, we have to follow their manufacturer's instructions. That's what we learned yesterday. Under the black light, we can see it, not just smearing it, but what happens is the chemical then comes into contact with our body, and then it is absorbed into our bloodstream, which then gives us health complications. Okay, so what it is linked to, these chemicals that are being used on here, because it is a pesticide, because it's considered a way to kill a living organism, that's you, me, our children, our pets, right? Then we don't want it to come into contact with our body, humans or animals. That's what it says. So we must then go through and take soap and water and remove the residue that has been left behind before our tushies sit on it. All right, think about it. A busy mom, we can barely clean a toilet, okay? If we have time to clean a toilet and we're using a disinfectant wipe, how much more do I really, really, really want to take the time to then take soap and water and come back and clean that residue off? I just don't have the time. So how do we make things easier? How do we spend less time, having to clean, gearing up to clean in the first place, putting the kids down for naps so that we can then do this? Like, how much time do we have to put effort into it? And then not only that, but I mean, we're going to end up spending money on paper towels and a spray for using that, or a disinfectant wipe. We're just putting it all into the trash can. We're just spending more time, more money this way, right? Okay, the other thing is, if you're using bleach, I know I used to use bleach and I had no idea what it was doing. P has ammonium. Okay, when bleach combines with ammonium, it creates a gas that's called, chloramine gas. Chloramine gas was actually used in the Holocaust to kill Jews. Oh my goodness, did you know that when bleach combines with ammonium, it creates this chloramine gas, which kills it? And over the course of the year, there's lots of children and there's lots of adults that actually die from this exposure. So we definitely don't want to use bleach. The disinfectant wipes, we've noticed that it leaves a residue that is just not effective, and it takes more time to actually do what the manufacturers are telling us to do. And so what are we left with? There is an alternative way. Okay, the Norwex way is a physical removal of bacteria, and I'm going to show you. Okay, all right, so right here I'm going to test gross. Okay, and I'm going to go into here and go into here. I mean, I'm just going to test around and in here. That's disgusting. Okay, so then I'm going to put that in here, and this test is going to reveal a lot of different things for me, okay? One, the darker it is, the more contaminated my surface is, okay? The greener it is, the cleaner my surface is. And right off the bat, you can see how it's starting to turn purple. Anything in the middle is not good at all either. So I wonder if I do it like this. I happen to have a little piece of paper here with me. Okay. All right. So you can see that. All right. Now, all I'm going to do is I already dampened my EnviroCloth. See how it's not dripping? Because I did wring off enough water. And so now the fibers have been activated and they're ready to do its job. Remember yesterday we talked about what the fibers do? It works like a little vacuum. So all I'm going to do is take it and I'm going to clean around here, clean everywhere. Now in my toilet, I do get a lot of dust. So I'm actually picking up a lot of dust here. I'm going to turn it to this side. And I'm going to clean the inside. I'm going to clean in here. And then I also have some stuff here. This is all where I tested it. All right, and I'm just going through. Now I do want to keep my cloth as nice as flat as I can. All right, now I am turning it to different clean sides. Okay, so I'm just trying to clean my toilet. Again, this Norwex way of cleaning is actually going to, and I'm going to keep it open like this because this is where I did a lot of the cleaning. So I'm going to put that there. This Norwex way of cleaning is actually physical. So it removes bacteria from the surface. I'm going to test here. I'm going to test here. And then I know you're probably thinking about cross-contamination, crossing bacteria. So I'm also going to test the cloth, okay? And I'm going to test here because I also went here and I cleaned here, right? I took all that pee stuff, removed it, vacuumed it into the cloth. So I'm testing all the areas where I came into contact with that cloth, okay? Oh, yeah, and you know what? Look at this. The greener it is, the cleaner. The darker it is, ooh, gross, right? Yeah, isn't that amazing? This is awesome. Let me turn it so that you can see that. This is awesome, right? This is so great. So now you have an option for being able to, like, okay, save time, because now this is all I had to do. That's all I had to do. I don't have to worry about having to come back and wash it with soap and water, okay? I don't have to come back over here and worry about getting this part then dirty, other than my dust, okay? So I don't have to worry about that. And I'm going to come back and even test this. It should turn purple right away because of how sensitive the test is. Isn't that crazy? This is amazing to me. Okay. All right. So I'm going to save time. I'm not going to have the bacteria, residue there. So it's not going to come into contact with my body, with my kids, my boys. I don't have to worry about that. But one of the reasons I love having a dusting mitt is because a little quick tip is if you dust throughout the week, I keep it here because I love to dust this part. I just don't like to dust the inside of it, okay? So this part, I do get a lot of dust, so I do like to dust around here, and I just keep that. So I like to keep it around here. It's just a little quick tip just to keep the dust down. I'm gonna go ahead and dust here and dust here while I'm at it, so you can see. That's why I like the dusting mitt, because it does pick up that dusting mitt. And then I can, okay, here's the manufacturer's instructions, okay? Be smart. I'm not going to take this EnviroCloth and then I'm not going to put it in my mouth. I'm not going to try to wash my face or my body or go to my kitchen with it. I'm going to be smart about it because I'm just as paranoid about germs as anybody is, right? So the manufacturer's instructions say that this EnviroCloth removes up to 99% of the bacteria when it is used properly, when it is cared for properly. So what you're going to do after this is you're going to take it under warm water, because warm water swells up the fibers and it helps to release whatever that bulk grime is, held on by your cloth. And you're going to par wash. You're going to press, you're going to agitate, and then you're going to rinse it off. And you're going to go through this little section. This is actually the only thing that you really need to make sure you are doing, because when you're doing this, you're going to do the other side too. When you're doing this, that's par wash. Press, agitate, rinse. Press, agitate, rinse under warm water, okay? When you do that, then it's going to help release all that bulk grime, and then you're going to hang it up, and within 24 hours as it's drying, the silver, okay, look at that backlock. Backlock means it's got silver embedded into the fibers. It's going to go to work and it's going to self-purify the cloth, all right? That's the manufacturer's instructions, so make sure you're doing that properly.